to fit into that box as well. It was as suffocating as it sounds, and I finally realized that it was this God box from which I needed to escape. It was time to release God from those rules. This book will share my journey from silent obedience to living a spiritually empowered life. Those are the bookends, and a lifetime of wisdom, heartache, wonder, and surprise are contained herein. Beloved, what about you? Do you feel a deep void that church can no longer fill? An emptiness in your heart and soul that simply will not abate no matter what you do? Even if you have go-to spiritual practices of prayer, meditation, journaling, and the like, you can't shake the lingering sense that something is still missing from your life. I've been there. For years, I felt an emptiness in my heart and soul, a spiritual unrest that I couldn't explain. When I tried to pinpoint the source of it, I always fell short. It frustrated me and convinced me that there was something wrong with my spirituality. But I really tried. Can you relate? I attended church. I listened intently to every word the pastor said. I overcommitted to activities and functions. I dove into my spiritual practices, seeking meaning and clarity for what I was feeling. And still, the need for something else would not leave my soul. As I continued to struggle with the changes arising in me, I began to sense that my spiritual unrest was not going to go away until I discovered where it was coming from and what it meant for me outside of the Christianity I knew. At first, the thought of moving away from my spiritual community to try to figure out what was happening terrified me. I was battling a lifetime of religious indoctrination that taught me that seeking answers outside church was dangerous and sinful. To do so literally meant my soul would be in peril. I was told the Bible held all the answers to life's questions, and if I wasn't clear about it, the next step was to ask my pastors. The practice of seeking wisdom first from the Bible and then from your pastor is common within evangelical or fundamentalist Christianity. While it can be helpful for people needing advice on issues of religion, I have witnessed and experienced for myself congregants being accused of weak faith for even acknowledging their internal stirrings. We were told we had doubters' minds. I have also seen the dark side of this belief system, where pastors inappropriately attempt to fill roles that belong to qualified therapists. I have heard them dismiss issues of mental health and admonish women for considering divorce from abusive husbands. I have even listened as young women shared their heartbreak for being told they weren't allowed to date other members of the church because the pastor didn't approve of these relationships. This is the same mentality and religious ideology I've seen speak of praying the gay away. Admittedly, my experience may shock some of you as you read about the depths of control and manipulation tactics utilized by church authorities to control their flock. Then again, some of you may find it mild compared to your own experience. Christian doctrine varies so greatly that a Presbyterian and a Westboro Baptist Church goer, both Christians, would be equally aghast at the other's services. Even in congregations that seem more open-minded or progressive, you may find yourself hesitant to share your feelings with anyone in your community. Within each denomination are unspoken membership rules that many fear breaking, lest they're seen as lacking faith or, even worse, fear repercussions for challenging the patriarchal structure upon which Christianity is built. Still, the sheer number of people who are leaving Christianity indicates that many are like me, ready to answer the call to reclaim their spirituality.